So we have the Christy Carlson Romano. Christy Rooney. What would you
AKA?
rather?
No, it's
both?
okay. Stage name.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
For stage name purposes on air.
Yes. But so Christy and I, we were shooting down in the studio today. We are shooting for her upcoming book coming out.
Yep.
And can you touch on that a little bit?
Sure can.
Okay.
Once Upon a Trainwreck is out for pre-order right now. Really excited to share it with the world. It's been like 2.5 years of writing and just finished the audiobook version. It is wild to write a memoir. It is a memoir. I should have also said that about my life up till here now, 42 years old. There's some interesting things that have happened.
I mean, just in the past, we just talked about 8 years that I've known you.
Yep.
A lot's happened in just that time frame. So I can't imagine all the time leading up to that.
Yeah.
Previously.
Yes.
In your 30 some years of
prior to that.
The last 5 years have been wild here in Texas. I don't know. Is Texas a good thing for you?
Yes. Oh
Texas
my
has
gosh. Austin has been my most favorite place ever that I've ever lived. And I don't ever really want to move. I really don't. I think yes, the weather can suck. But I'm not here for the weather. I'm here for the people, and the people that I've met over these years have just never stopped impressing me with just how much joy they bring me and my family and how much support. And I rely on Krystal so much. She's my go-to person for everything, and her husband, for video and for camera stuff. And you need to have good collaborators, as a person in media, if you don't enjoy the people that you work with either, then it can be just really annoying. And I love working with them.
It's been always really fun collaborating with you. So I remember you reached out to me on Instagram. I swear it was through Austin Moms Group. I don't know if when you were new to Austin, if you were just seeking out groups. Do you recall that?
So we're trying to figure this out because I was in dire need of a good photographer. I had tried a couple and they were terrible. Krystal, they were terrible. They were I was worried. I was like, what'd I do? By moving here, is there really any kind of real... I'm sorry. I mean, this is going to probably get me people are going to hate me for this, but they used that sepia filter. Do you know what I'm talking about? That really
makes you
dated...
look hard. It makes you look older, and
it was just brown and orangey and yellow, and it was and I don't know if it was an attempt, if it was just the style that a lot of it was we're Western, and so this is our Western sepia look. I don't know what it was, but clearly it's not portrait lifestyle.
Any of your photos today?
No, please don't sepia though. Please don't. I don't mean that. I don't mean that those people probably haven't gone on to have their own careers. I'm sure they did. I just don't even remember their names. I got to be honest with you.
I mean, you look back at stuff sometimes and you're
100%.
Man, that was gnarly.
You're we learned that sepia filter can be taken back a few notches. No, I'm so grateful to have met you. And I remember, what was our first shoot?
I remember you messaged me and I was like, is this real? Because I grew up, we're about the same age.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, of course I knew who you were.
Yeah.
I remember going into the shoot, I was pretty much with any of my clients, I always treat everyone the same.
100%.
Always.
You are the chillest person.
But deep down, of course I was okay, be chill. I mean, I remember Mark was yeah, the girl from Disney. I was yeah. And he's are you not, are you excited? I'm of course. He's oh, okay, well, I can't tell. But I was yeah, of course. Any opportunity I have with anybody, I'm always really excited.
You're the chillest.
Plus, you were so down to earth and easy. I remember conversation was so easy to have.
We got a job to do, you know. When Krystal comes, I'm okay, girl, let's put the ponytail up. We got to do this.
Get in. Get
and
out.
A lot of times it's we're shooting with my kids, for holiday shoots or and she's seen them grown up over the years, and it's the terrible twos or
They were never terrible.
Oh, thank you.
They've always been so sweet.
And she's amazing with kids as well, in case anyone out there is wondering if you're on the fence about hiring Krystal or her husband.
Family sessions.
Yeah. You need to come down here to Marble, and you need to use their services because it's really beautiful here.
Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's kind of how we met, was through social, and then shoots just kind of rolled.
Lots of different shoots for lots of different things.
We've done a lot.
Like we've shot for Nylon. Do you remember that one time?
Yeah.
We've shot for Nylon. We've shot
Oh, I think your first one, it ended up getting picked up by Vanity Fair.
What?
Didn't it?
Did it?
Online.
It's possible. We've had a lot of success, like with whatever we've randomly shot and thrown out into the world. Like that's how much of a range that I've thrown at you, and you've always been.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, you're like, what do we got?
Yeah.
We got a purple light. We'll make it work.
Sure, red, purple, green, blue.
Yeah,
love it. I'm in. You always have good ideas. You're always trying new things, or just doing what exactly. Like today, we were shooting headshots.
Yep.
And I mean that. It was great. We had a fun time. We
did.
shot like 5 different looks.
Well, Krystal also brought clothes for me, so she basically styled it as well. So she always goes above and beyond. We always end up getting the shot. And what I love working most about Krystal is like, not only am I impressed with what she shoots, like when I look, because she lets me look and I'm like, hey, let me see what you just shot, which a lot of photographers don't let you do that.
I will say you're a rare one, because normally it's a no for me.
Okay, so don't ask, guys, don't ask. But that's the perk of us collaborating. And so I not only am I impressed with when we're filming together, but then when she sends me the selects, I'm always like, hot damn it, she did it again. Every time I'm like, she did it. So we shot earlier this week too for a fitness app called Obey Fitness. And I was like, make me look skinny.
You look great. I mean, I know.
Well, make me look like I've been working out this summer.
Well, you have been. Okay, so y'all bought a house, and
so I guess we've been out and about. Yeah. So I've been in Vermont with our house we just purchased in February. Get this, last fall. It's not even fall yet. It's the summer. Last fall, we just stumbled on through an East Coast town called Woodstock in Vermont. Not Woodstock, New York, Woodstock, Vermont. And we stumbled into it because we were looking for cider donuts, which is like a big, export and like something you eat when you're in Vermont. Cider donuts.
I did not know that was a thing. You know, there's a place called the Cider Mill.
Yes.
Outside of, have y'all gone since
Where?
you've been here? Here in Johnson
really?
City. Yes.
Oh.
Like when y'all pick the girls up.
Is it? And they have. I wonder if they have cider donuts.
They do.
What?
Yes.
Crazy town.
Yeah.
I didn't have to move to Vermont.
I didn't know that was surprise. It's here in Texas too.
It's right down the street. That's so cool. There is something called the cider mill as well in Vermont, and I wonder if somehow they're weirdly, strangely related.
Yeah.
Because all roads lead to Texas, in case you didn't know. But yeah, so we were fall leaf peeping, and we fell in love with Woodstock by stumbling into the town. It's like a Hallmark movie come to life. And they have parades in the middle of the town, much like many New England towns. But this place is very, I wouldn't say remote, but it's tucked away. And so you can get to it, and it's a bit of a drive from Boston. But we'd sort of just fallen in love with the idea of having sort of the opposite of Austin. Austin for us there's so much abundance, so much connectivity, so many like things going on at any given time. The food scene and, even just the media world where like we're able to like, call our friends like you guys and just like create stuff. And we're just always really plugged into a lot of things, which leads me to social media as a whole, where I know we were going to chat about what's going on with that for me right now. But I was there for 6 weeks this summer, and luckily my girls had a great time in art camp, and they had like really niche Vermont art camps there. So like really like nesting dolls and like needle felting and like things that you just wouldn't find. They did. Yeah. They loved it. And they have an affinity for capturing moths now. And like we got back to
I love that.
We were like really into our land. We have 4 acres now. And like we planted things and we got our hands dirty. And actually there was a bear.
I saw this.
Did you
recently.
see the post?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I posted about a bear getting in our trash can, and then the next post you'll see is me actually talking to the bear, because I walk almost headfirst into the bear while trying to clean up the trash at sunset.
Did your heart like stop? Like
I screamed a little bit, but it was like seemingly a friendly bear that just was hungry, but still a hungry bear. You don't want to be like close to it.
When it had a baby with it, right?
Yeah, it had 2 babies.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah.
And so we were, I just got so fed up with the bear though. So like there's a video of me basically telling off the bear, calling it a jerk. And so it's a very different world, Vermont. It's like the opposite, but in some ways it complements our life here in Austin as well. And so it's a secondary home, and it's something we're going to have to renovate because the home itself is from 1930. So we're going to be like, it's a labor of love. Oh yeah. It'll be a labor of love. And just like getting the money to renovate it is going to be its own like, objective. Yeah.
Well, Amazon affiliate.
Right.
In Vermont.
I know. Right. But like we're doing extension work and like blowing out walls and like, really trying to like go full HGTV on it. In fact, we're pitching HGTV.
Amazing.
So like
that'll
knock on
really
wood.
Cool. Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a cute little yellow house.
Yep. For now.
Yeah. For now. I'll be anxious to watch your HGTV show and see
that would be
how
cool.
it turns out.
Yeah.
So HGTV, come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about from social. You've been taking like a little break.
Yeah, man. So I decided to take right before like April, May. I was realizing just how much anxiety that I had for, I've been plugged into social media probably like of all our friends. And I say our friends because Krystal and I really have a lot of the same friends in the influencer world and the, social space. And I've been the one that's probably been more plugged in and addicted to my phone more than anybody. And I kind of just justified like this constant usage of social media because I have to, be on trend and like constantly. And so I think that like there's a lot of people out there that struggle with iPhone addiction and like trying to see themselves through the lens of like, is this real life or is this just for the gram? Mm-hmm. And it's, I think, really important to put it down and try to evaluate your relationship to it.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing this summer. I'm still posting. I have an assistant, a virtual assistant who posts on my behalf. And then I use desktop to post as well. But to actually step away from it, take it off your phone, and then is causing me to be a lot more intentional about like what it is I'm going to post and like what it does for my actual subscribers or people following. Like what am I actually trying to communicate to them? And what are the moments of love and connectivity that I'm actually trying to share with them? That's so far, okay? Because it's really only been about like 2 months of this. The connectivity thing is becoming way more present for me. And the intentionality of it is becoming way more personal. So I don't know. I like it. It's weird not to be online. It's weird.
Yeah. I feel you made a point. I want to say back when you talking about how, cause you've been sober for 12 years now,
11
years now.
Change.
Okay.
Yeah.
How sobriety was easier than disconnecting and being sober from social media on your phone.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a huge dopamine
drip.
Huge.
You're
just
like,
it's just
drip,
like instant.
drip.
You get sucked right in.
Absolutely. It is really, you know what I used to say? I used to say that like, if you really love drinking, don't become an alcoholic because then you can never do it again.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with social media now where I'm realizing that like, if you really do enjoy, the aspects of social media, like really be mindful of it. Because if you get to a place with anything in life that you just don't have, that it controls you, then I think you really have to take an indefinite amount of time away from it before you can like say, okay, let me add this back to my life. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm not quite sure if this is a forever thing because like this is how I make a lot of my living. Yeah. It's like a
lot of us rely on it. It's
facts, right? I'm not the only one.
Asset. Like, no, I mean that's just marketing nowadays. And yourself and your
everybody
company
shows up online. Yeah. So I think that there's a lot of gifts that are coming and a lot of like blessings that are coming from evaluating this relationship to it. And I'm just like with sobriety, there was a lot of gifts that came from it as well after, having my children and then never going back to drinking, because I stopped drinking when I found out I was pregnant with my first daughter, and she's like almost 10. And it's just wild how the time goes by. And like when the time goes by without alcohol, and now I think you can actually speak to this too now.
I can, yeah.
Because now it's been more than
it'll be 2 years, so yeah.
See how the time goes by?
Yeah. I mean, it's that first like 6 months, year, that is probably like the most interesting get to know yourself phase. I'd say this part is so much easier now. Like now it's like not even, I don't feel socially awkward, but like I feel like when I relied on it so heavily, it was like a whole nother persona for me.
Right.
And it's like when you don't know like that version of you, like I've experienced drinking for like since I was 19 years old.
Right.
And then heavier into my like mid 20s and early 30s. And we didn't have our son until I was 34 years old. So, I mean, it was a big part of our life. And I remember when I met you, you were sober and like hearing your story, and you weren't like pushy about it at all. You just talked about it so casually. And I was like, wow, that's really amazing. Like good for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for you.
Yeah.
And of course, as time went on and like, there were always months that I would just like go sober summer or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because it was just like finding you again. I don't know. It's like when you rely again so heavily on, I felt like again, for me, it was a whole personality. Like I didn't know myself sometimes without alcohol, like
that's
how
amazing.
to socialize, how to do things. Like I wasn't as funny. I wasn't as outgoing. Like, but then it's like you think back on those times and you're like, really, was I that funny? Like, I don't know. What was I? Who did I have to apologize to the next day or like stay away from for a while? Because it was like, gosh, what did we do?
That's so funny.
But
you sound like a good time when you're drunk.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. And it's hard because like there's always a piece of you that kind of misses the person that was so like quote unquote free, but it's important that you do keep in like perspective that you're right. Like maybe you weren't as cool as you thought you were. Maybe you weren't like as, as
that person's
or,
still in there. It's just like taking longer to like get it back out.
Right.
But then when it gradually comes back and like, you feel good. You're like, wow, that's been me the whole time. I didn't
love
need that. Like, and it's nice. It's nice kind of rediscovering, not only after having a child, like then rediscovering who you are. Like that's a whole nother thing.
Yep.
Like after having a baby, going through postpartum and sobriety, and like you're so focused on your child, but at the same time, it's like, who am I?
Oh my gosh.
Like you've already lost yourself. You feel like in one perspective, but then you're gaining back so much in another.
So how do you feel like you're doing that then?
I mean, right now, it's been so easy. Like again, after having Wynn for 3 years now, it's
like it was nothing.
I wouldn't even, I remember when I was pregnant with him, I remember telling friends, like, I don't think I ever want to drink again. And so out the chute, it was like 6 months in, and then, my friends were like, you want a glass of champagne? I was like, sure. Yeah. And like the whole cycle kind of rolled back in, but it was only a few months later that both Mark and I were like, let's not. Like, let's just totally stop. And we did. 1 month after the next, continued into almost 2 years now.
And then eventually it becomes normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem like a thing anymore that it's like we have to justify why we're not.
That's just how you are. Yeah. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
And then like, I will say too, Austin's a pretty good sober city.
Probably now.
When
we lived there, it was definitely not.
It wasn't.
Oh no, it was like party.
Okay.
I'm sure there were outlets. We just weren't actively seeking them out.
Like every restaurant has a mocktail menu.
That's amazing.
Every decent restaurant has a mocktail. And even some really casual restaurants will have mocktail options and non-alcoholic options. Yeah. I feel like it's becoming more and more of like a typical thing to expect. And even if, like, I feel like even if they don't have a mocktail menu, if you ask for one, the word mocktail isn't weird anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
So people are just like, oh yeah, sure, we've got non-alcoholic drinks. Like it's like a conversation that's being had by like enough people to where establishments are like, oh, we need to provide support for people that don't feel like drinking and don't want apple juice.
No, thank you. No Welch's sparkling cider.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you came here today and came into Marvel. We had the shoot for the fitness
2
app.
shoots in 1 week.
Yeah, it was so great seeing you twice in 1 week. That's the most I've seen you
in a long time.
In a few months.
I know.
So I'm so glad you came here and got to check out our new space.
I loved it.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we really look forward to buying your new book.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, please, if you can pre-sale it or pre-buy it, pre-order it. That's what they call it. Pre-order Once Upon a Train Wreck, The Fall and Rise of a Child Star. And it covers my whole life and then career with Disney and then getting shot in the face. And if you are confused about that, look it up. It's online. But there's been a lot of really crazy, fun, interesting stories that I've yet to tell. I used to have a YouTube channel and I did a lot of fun, like what we called walked and talks, where I would like walk with a camera and talk about different things. But this is a very different vibe. Like this gives so much context to like all these different, I call them Forrest Gump like moments in my life, like being in New York in 9/11 and, just like being on Broadway and just like there's tons of really critical anecdotes to my life that I've yet to really massage how to pitch this book. This is like the first time I'm talking about it on a pod. And so I'm glad I'm in a safe space to talk about it, but it's also partly about my daughters. So I have 2 daughters and after every chapter, there's a letter to them. And so I really wanted the book to be about not just breaking cycles, but also like handing down a legacy to my daughters about like, here's what mom learned and don't make my mistakes. And here's just my attempt at trying to guide you towards a better life. And I think that kind of makes it very relatable to a lot of women, and a lot of women who grew up with me watching me on Disney can kind of be like, oh yeah, she was like my bigger sister then, and now she's giving big sis vibes now. But overall, I just hope the book helps people, and I hope it entertains people and gives them sort of a look, a real, true look at like what my life's been.
I love that. That's so sweet. Well, I can't wait to read it.
It's very juicy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I believe that.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, and can't wait to work with you again soon.
Yes, ASAP.
Yes. Bye.